Okay, thank you everyone to coming to our first virtual committee fair. I'm very excited for this. I hope it goes very well. So we're going to hear about each of our communities. Let's not do that. That's really a lot. Let's hear about each of our committees, much fewer of those, going into 2024. We've had a few changes, so we've combined some committees. So I'm excited to hear from everyone and let all of you who are interested know about our committees. We've had a lot of interest lately, so I'm excited to finally stop putting people off and say, wait till we have the committee fair, wait till we have the committee fair. I'm Michelle LeBlanc. I'm the executive director of CAI's Los Angeles chapter, and I have with me on the screen a bunch of committee chairs and also our president-elect for 2024, Isaac Camacho. Isaac, do you want to say a few things about committees?
Hey guys, I am excited. Thanks for being here. Thanks for giving the time. One of the things that we kind of had an epiphany on at the last board strategic planning is that our committee members are really our biggest investors in our chapter. And the reason we say that is because of all the time that you give. Your time and your talents are extremely valuable, and you give so willingly and so freely. It really is what makes everything work. So for our committee chairs and for our committee members, we're really excited for a year in which we're going to buckle down, focus up on our mission critical activities, and get things going.
Great. Let's start with, I made an order. Now I just lost my list. Let's start with the marketing and PR committee. So marketing and PR committee chairs, maybe you can also let us know which committees you used to be and tell us a bit about your community or your committee.
Is that me and Tatiana?
Yes. Also introduce yourselves.
Hi guys, it's Robbie. And
hi, it's Tatiana.
We are the co-chairs of the social media committee, or
marketing and PR.
And marketing and PR now. So our main task is highlighting our different committees and increased networking exposure, as well as using all our talented people in our community to showcase their talents in marketing, photography, videos, reels, and helping out with social media.
Yeah, and so we also promote all the events that we have. We highlight all of our different committee members, not committee members, but committees and our chapter members. So it's just another way for you to network and market for yourselves. So anyone that wants to join our committee, if you have skills in graphic design or you like social media, or you're interested in what's trending, we love new ideas and we need all the help we can get. It's a very creative committee, and we'd be happy if anyone would be interested in joining.
Great, thank you. So just to make it clear, marketing and PR is a newly formed committee that has combined the former social media committee and the former membership committee. So all of that is now included in marketing PR, and they're going to take a look at both of those areas a little more holistically with all of marketing for the chapter. So thank you, Tatiana and Robbie. And up next, we have Programs Committee, Programs and Expo Committee. So right in the name, it tells you which committees were combined for that. And representing that today, we have Lindsay, and Sasha wasn't able to make it. So Lindsay, do you want to talk about that?
I am Lindsay Delafield. I'm here to represent the Programs Committee. We're responsible for putting together everything that we learn about and finding speakers and topics for everyone to hear and see at the events that we put together. We're always looking for fresh ideas and what everyone is interested in learning about, and getting new speakers to participate, because everybody has a different opinion and a different perspective, and that's always bringing good information and new light to the many topics that we deal with every day because everything is always changing. So
Thank you, Lindsay. So the Programs and Expo Committee covers breakfasts, luncheons, and the annual expo, which used to be a separate committee. So now Expo's combined with programs. So it's all the in-person education. And it definitely is a working committee. It takes a lot of work to put on these in-person events and coordinate the speakers and to source the speakers as well. So if you are interested in speaking and you have experience, is a good committee to join. Or if you are interested in teaching and hand-holding some newer speakers, we also could use your help. So that is Programs and Expo. And then next we have Education and Development Committee that has combined Managers Education and HOA Education. And from that committee, we have Amy and Shauna.
Hi, everybody.
Hey everyone, I'm Amy Yankowskis. I'm co-chair with Shauna Getlin for what is now Education and Development, formerly Manager Education and HOA Leadership Education. For our committee, we are the ones putting together the educational webinars for the managers specifically. We also do our annual Managers Boot Camp, which we have multi-level courses for each of the managers to attend. We are now taking on HOA leadership education as well. So we'll be doing some webinars based or directly for the homeowner leadership. Also, we have subcommittees within our committee for credentialing. We have the Coaching to Credentials program. So any of the managers that are looking to come up through the ranks of the credentials, starting with your CMCA all the way up to your PCAM, we have a program to assist you with that. And then we also have a subcommittee for college curriculum, where our members of the committee are trying to get into the college system to teach courses. Super exciting committee, very, very active committee, hardworking. Shauna and our team do a really, really good job. And if you're interested in joining, please let us know. Did you have anything else, Shauna?
I think you covered it.
All right.
Great, thank you. And next up, we have the Legislative Support Committee, Eric.
Hello. The LSC is designed to support the efforts and strengthen awareness of the CAI California Legislative Action Committee, which is a national committee, not to be confused with each other. The LSC is a local chapter committee, and so we support the efforts of CLAC, and we're a very active committee. So that's about it. We also do one fundraising event. We'll be taking over the fundraising for the CLAC fundraiser going forward in 2024 as well.
Yeah, hopefully you all came out to the Quack fundraiser on Saturday. It was fun. I got a lot of great comments about it, and you'll see pictures of it in the next magazine. So next up, we have the Executive Leadership Summit Committee, and we don't have that committee chair able to join us today. Eric, do you want to talk about that one too?
Sure. So once a year, LA chapter hosts a summit for our executives within the LA chapter, and we extend that invitation out to other chapter executives as well. It's usually pretty well attended. It's had some great success, especially the last few years. I think it's a really great program, great opportunity to mix with the executives in our industry. And I enjoy it. Lexi's been chair of it previously as well, and so I just think it's a really great committee. A small committee, but a great one.
Yes, it's a small but mighty committee, and I think that there is definitely an opportunity, however, to add a couple new members, particularly maybe some higher level managers or management company executives to help with that committee, since the education is targeted directly for you. And let's see, next up is publications, and we
Sorry
have—
to interrupt,
go ahead,
Michelle. We had a question on that committee. Michelle Underwood would like to know who the chairs are of that committee.
The chair of that committee is Karen Kokowitz, and she does not currently have a co-chair. Okay. Next up is Joe Sal with the Publications Committee.
Hi, everyone. I'm Giselle, Publications Committee. I've actually been part of the committee as a member for the last, I want to say 4 to 5 years, been a chair for the last 2. It's a really, really great collaborative committee. What we're responsible for is coming up with the content for the Focus magazine that comes out every 2 months to our industry. It's amazing because if you want to look for a place to join that is collaborative and educational, we do try to come up with topics and things to talk about and write about that's relative to our industry. We're looking for both property managers, vendors, and even board members. So yeah, look to come and join. We meet once a month. We come up with the content and the design. It's just a lot of fun, and it's a way to reach pretty much everyone in the industry, homeowners, vendors, and property managers.
So thank you, Giselle. If you are a writer or you love to write, it's a great committee to join because you will definitely have writing opportunities throughout the year, but that is certainly not a requirement. Really, you just need some organizational skill because it isn't all writing. A lot of times it's just sourcing the writers or sourcing the articles and following through with getting those articles in on time, making sure all the pieces are there and getting them into the magazine. And we definitely could use new members on that one. That is one of our busiest committees. So
yes, it's a lot of work, but honestly, it's very rewarding because your contribution is there forever. I mean, you can go back 50 years and still see what you've contributed to CAI in the magazine. So come and join.
Okay, thank you, Giselle. And then next up, we have Community Outreach Committee, and we have Stephanie and Jennifer.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie, and Jennifer is off.
Oh, we lost her. That must have been who just dropped off. Okay.
Oh, no. Yeah, so Community Outreach Committee. This committee is responsible for developing community projects, benefits communities in LA County, and it just enhances CAI's image. The time commitment are, it's meetings on the 3rd Tuesday of the month as needed, and then attending the community outreach events. This year, we've been doing the fruit fundraisers at the luncheons as well. So that's a volunteer opportunity. And we're hoping on continuing that next year as well. It's honestly an amazing experience and a feeling. And this committee has really come together and put in so much like love and hard work into it and into this project. So we're seeking volunteers who just want to, volunteer their time and collaborate with the outreach committee to give back to the community.
And so those events are like one big event each quarter. And Stephanie, for the people who are new to our chapter, do you want to tell them the types of events that you have put on each quarter?
Yeah, so we volunteer to the East LA Women's Center by donating items and necessities, the Los Angeles Food Bank. We have done 826 LA, which is an after-school program for the Unified School District in LA. Let's see.
Blood Drive.
Blood Drive. There's just been so many this last year.
And the breast cancer walk coming up.
There you go. Exactly. Thank you.
And finishing out the year, we have Toys for Tots.
Spark of Love, yes.
Oh, Spark of Love. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you so much. And and what type of members do you want? All types of members.
Everyone is welcome.
Okay, great. Next up, we have the Social Events Committee, and it doesn't look like the chairs were able to join. And Social Events is in the process of changing their name, but I don't know what the new name is yet. So we'll reveal that later. But Social Events, what that committee covers is they plan the annual awards gala, they plan Dodgers night, and they also plan coming up the holiday happy hour. Did I miss one? No, I think that's it. So if it also is a busy committee, I think, particularly right now, because our awards gala used to be in November, and we have now rescheduled it to be in March of every year. So right now is when we're doing the bulk of the planning for the awards gala. So if you are interested in joining that committee, definitely check that box on the form.
Can I add to that, Michelle?
Yes, of course.
It's a really great committee. I've been a part of it for many years. Michael is the chair, and he's done an amazing job with, gathering us. And it's awesome because we actually get to go to actual venues and, do tasting of food and actually do venues. It's really a lot of fun, but just we're looking for people that, not just to show up at the Zoom calls, but actually, get physical, like actually go to some of the locations with us, come up with ideas and help. So when the actual event happens, like casino night, we're really busy. Like everybody in the committee is there, putting their feet on the ground and physically working and getting that up. So definitely welcome anyone that loves party planning.
And I see a question in the Q&A about stating the standing minute date or the standing dates for each committee. I will pull up a calendar too at the end of it and show them to you so that you'll have that as well. Just one or two are maybe in a little bit in flux, but for the most part, everything's staying the same from 2023 to 2024 on that regard. So next up, we have golf committee, which is, I think, not represented yet. I'm not even sure who the new chairs are going to be. That one's a little bit in flux, but as you might guess from the name, the golf committee plans the golf tournament. So if you are interested in helping to plan the golf tournament and volunteering the day of, then please let us know and we will get you added to that committee. All of the committees that have like a big event like that they're planning, so executive summit, social events committee, golf committee, anyone who has follow through, organizational ability, or also if you happen to have contacts at venues, like we're always looking for someone to be, you're in charge of the photographer, help us get the photographer, you're in charge of the DJ, help us get the DJ, and then just follow that through to the end. So there's a lot of logistical aspects to those types of events. And then last but not least, we have the DEI committee, and the chairs of that committee are Eric and Amy.
All right, Eric, you want to take this one?
I'll let you give you a chance. I think people are sick of my books already.
You want me to take that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Well, DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion. This is a new committee for CAI LA. Also, this is the first one in the nation. So we have a really unique opportunity to make the committee what we want to make it, and have a really unique opportunity to kind of just lead the way in this aspect. So what our committee is doing is partnering with other committees to further the word on DEI and just have conversations and open up the conversations around diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Absolutely, and we have a lot of support from national, which is great. So
there's definitely a chance to help shape this committee and the direction that it takes in our chapter because it is newly formed. Some of the things that the committee is doing now are focusing on information gathering about what the makeup of our chapter is, and then also education. So for instance, we've started putting a diversity article in each issue of the magazine. So we've done that in the last couple magazines. And so we're looking to further both of those efforts. And I think that's it from all the committees. Well, I mean, I know that's it. There's no more committees on the list. But if any of you have anything else you want to add, please do so. I'm going to share my screen and pull up the calendar. Like I said, this might be a little bit in a state of flux. On the left is the 2023 calendar. And then on the right is the 2024 that shows the merged committees. So whichever committee was the biggest or sort of the primary committee of the ones that have merged, I've kept that committee's date. The only thing that needs to be finalized right now at this point is the DEI committee because it conflicts with luncheons. So we need to move that one. And then publications moved from the first week of the month to the second week of the month to help us manage the magazine deadlines a little bit better.
The programs
Okay.
committee meets the first Monday of the month.
Oh, I put it on the 4th. Okay, I'll move that one. I must have had it wrong on my other list. Okay. Then in that case, I might be asking one of those other committees to reconsider locating to the 4th. I'm trying to keep it so there's only 2 committee meetings per week and none on the same day. It makes it a lot easier on Andrea and I to be able to attend all of the committee meetings if they're spread out a little bit more. So this is where we're at right now. May change a little bit, but looks pretty good so far. I think as each committee meets and starts to get new members, they can decide if they need to move their committees. So I'm going to stop sharing this and then check Q&A to see if we have any other questions. So I did answer the one about the calendar. If anyone else has any questions, please raise your hand or type them in the Q&A is probably the best way to do it. And again, this is being recorded. I'll make it available on the website. If you are interested in signing up for any of these committees, I did include the link in the email that went out earlier today, but it's also now posted on our homepage and on the committees page on our website. And as soon as I receive the recording from this, I'm going to post the recording as well so that anybody who missed it can watch it. But thank you everybody who attended. Thank you to all of our hardworking committee chairs for telling us about your committee. Thank you for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
you.